Today I'd like to share with you 4 tips to make broccoli taste better. So these tips are not just geared towards broccoli, but vegetables in general and most plants in general. Tip number 1, it's all in the seasonings. Seasonings are key in cooking in general, but especially plant-based cooking. Seasonings have the power to turn boring vegetables into some wonderful dishes. If you don't experiment much with seasonings now, just have a lot on hand, start experimenting and see what tastes best for you. If you don't experiment much with seasonings, I definitely recommend to start adding in different seasonings to your dishes. See what works best for you, what you enjoy taste-wise. The stores usually have quite a few blends. So if you don't know which seasonings go well together, look for seasoning blends. Tip number 2 is to perfect cooking methods. Mastering how to cook vegetables, well, just cooking in general, takes some trial and error, but it makes a huge difference. I know early on when I used to cook, there were so many times where I would make like a curry dish or something and I wouldn't cook the potatoes enough. I would go to eat it and it was just not the right texture. Nowadays, not that I'm perfect, but I'm able to cook things better and things definitely do taste better. Tip number 3 is to be open-minded when it comes to cooking and eating plant-based. So a lot of people, when they start eating plant-based, especially if they came from the traditional standard American diet, come in saying, oh, well, I don't like broccoli, I don't like mushrooms. They have this whole list of things that they don't like, but your taste buds actually change. So if you go from eating, say, the standard American diet to eating whole food plant-based, your taste is going to adjust and change. So things that you used to maybe not like, you may like now. So always be open-minded and trying new things. Even early on in your journey, you may not like something, but years later, you might enjoy it. Tip number 4. All right, this one might sound a little woo-woo, but I think it's really important to connect to the food that you're eating. Again, hear me out here. Like when I'm cooking, I like to think about what I'm preparing, the nutrients it's providing, the gratitude of having that food in the first place. I think all of that plays along into the final end result of enjoying the food and then also, again, appreciating what it's doing for the body. So those are my 4 tips to making not only broccoli, but vegetables in general and plants in general taste better. If you guys have a topic you'd like me to discuss next, make sure to leave it in the comments below and I will address it next time. Thanks, guys.